your best advice for getting through a breakup. Oh, I'll take it because I've had a lot.
Carissa, the floor is yours. Calm Down with Erin and Charissa is a production of iHeartRadio. I'm in an Ethernet world, girl.
What does that mean?
You know, I have a hard line. I got a hard out. Great sweatshirt. What's that?
Thank you. Steve just got it for me. It's kind of our thing, like matching sweatshirts. And I always like them really large because then they're like cozier. I hate a tight sweatshirt.
Hey,
Speaking of sweatshirts,
I'm putting you on blast and welcome everybody to the Calm Down podcast where we just get right into it.
Mm-hmm.
I want to borrow your jacket from Patriots Bills. Can I borrow it for playoffs if I go somewhere cold, like a Philly situation? Because that thing was majestic.
Oh my God. It would be my absolute pleasure. And I will give you your jacket back from the Green Bay situation.
Whatever.
That blue halo of goodness. Guys,
I think you have a gray one coming your way too. The one from a couple of weeks ago, if you want to try it out. Are you going somewhere cold again?
I'm going a lot of places cold. I'm going to Seattle and I'm going to New York, and Tennessee is going to be cold when I go there. I need a 3-4. Welcome everybody to the pregame. This is our fun 10 minutes of conversation and a time where we get to answer your questions, which we absolutely love. It induces conversation, and half the time we end up talking about
ourselves.
That too. All right, here we go. First up, Abby's. I'm going to assume it's Abby's. You guys know I'm terrible at this. Abby's up. Okay. Favorite memory with each other. Oh, we have so many. My first one that stands out, just like off the top of my head, is the Tulum vacation.
I was going to say Tulum.
Where we were sitting, like everyone else is it going to be the same one as yours? We were sitting by the hot tub, and like we were waiting to go to dinner, and we were just like, I don't know, it was just like easy and fun, and nothing like monumental about it. It was just we're with Jared and Steven, just like a fun little, I don't know, group.
I also was thinking about when we went to that, I'll say it, day club.
Oh, fuck.
And we were off by ourselves and our mind was blown. And then we were like, who are these people? In a great way for all those people that were there. We love you very much. And we hope we're invited back.
As who, initials DK, was being paraded around on a chair with a wig and a costume. And it was Erin and I, for the first time, we're like standing there. We're like, we're the normal ones, which is fantastic.
It was great. Yep.
All right. That's funny. That's the same. Next, girl.
DDIY, no idea. Is pineapple a legitimate pizza topping? I don't go with it. It's not my thing. My husband's into it, which weirds me out.
Does he ever say why?
I mean, but this guy has ketchup with everything.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like a Canadian. Is it Jared or is it Canadian?
Yeah, that's true. Okay. I don't know. I'm not into it either. Next up, Shell Biscuits. You guys, this is the worst. I mean, we've botched a lot here. I'm so sorry.
But we love your questions.
Please keep them coming. In fact, one of your questions can you guys work on your pronunciations? The question, comment, and concern. Did you ever have a point in your career where you thought about quitting, and what gave you motivation to keep going? I'm going to tell you, this fucking troll bag that has been stalking me with the dumb little comments on Twitter. And I normally don't give a shit, but I told you last night, it really pisses me off. Like, whatever. We've both been through different things. A lot of people have been through stuff, and it sucks. But when you have dad in your profile and you're taking
religious
lover
of God.
And then yet you take shots at women or, whatever. And it's like, and so I finally fired back and I was like, oh, you're a father of a little girl. I would wonder what she would think about this or whatever. And he's like, my daughter would never do something like that. And I want to be like, you know what? I wish your daughter the best, but I hope she does grow up to be something that you don't approve of, so you can have some empathy that not everything has to align with your thoughts, buddy. So this is why I don't respond to trolls, because then it works me into a little tizzy and I need to take the high road. But every now and then, yes, I have to fire back. And then I think, why do I subject myself to this? But it's the to answer the original question. No, I never want to quit my job, but I need to quit social media sometimes because it fires me up.
Sure. No, I never want to quit my job either. I just get frustrated about different things. And that's why I am very fortunate to have good girlfriends in the industry where I just call, bitch, and say, I'm sorry, I'm a loser. I need to be more positive.
No, Erin and I do have the luxury of venting to one another and others about these things. But this is also why it's great to, have that, because then we pull it together and keep it moving because we're very lucky.
Pull it together.
Pull it together. Next question, girl.
Jewel Sis Hershey, I'm so sorry. Worst trait about you that you are working on, that I give a shit about what people say in the media or on social media. We will talk about this, I think, on our extended version that's coming out on Thursday. But I had a moment last week. We'll talk about, you had a moment this week. I thought the bottom line you said, it's not that fucking serious. No. It's not.
And I need to be reminded of that because I remind you of the same thing. I would say that I need to work on doing a better job of listening. I'm a talker. I go, as we all know, 100 miles an hour. And as the old adage goes, we're given 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. I need to listen more and say less. And I also think there's so much power in not saying something. Like, I have the tendency where I feel like I need to fill the space. And so I need to zip it a little bit on some things and maybe not feel like I always have to fill the space. That's what I'm working on. I haven't started that yet. I haven't. Next up is Ted Lasso. In Ted Lasso, are you Rebecca or Keely? A Keely type of person, and why? Oh, that's a good question. You answer this one because you know the show a lot better than me.
I mean, I love Rebecca for just being a powerful woman, but also you get to see the real vulnerable, I can't say that word, side of her. But I wish I was Keely in terms of being like a hot little nugget that's so cheery and bright. I don't think that's me, but I'll still be an extra in Ted Lasso. Jason Sudeikis liking our tweets. We see you. I'll keep it cool. I'll keep it fresh.
More on that in the extended episode. I would hope that I maybe was like a little bit of both. Like, I like the power of Rebecca. I like being a boss lady, right?
Yeah.
And then I also like, to your point, Keely's like sassy. Her like one-liner.
She is.
She doesn't put up with any shit, which is great.
When is that show coming back?
Enough
is enough.
And when's Succession coming back? When are Billions? Like, what are we doing here? I thought we were taping these years ago. Taping? People still taping? We're taping this conversation. Live Simply 1020 says, your best advice for getting through a breakup. Oh, I'll take it because I've had a lot.
Carissa, the floor is yours.
Yeah. The floor, the ceiling, and the walls.
To the window,
to the
walls.
wall. Well, here we go. The best advice for a breakup. It depends if you're actually sad that you're breaking up, because there are 2 different kinds of breakups. There's one where you're being broken up with, and there's one where you're doing the breakup. I would say remember why you're doing it and know that things always get better. Because you only get one life, and do not waste it on people that are not worth your time. And ultimately, it's like you're probably not the right fit for them, and they're not the right fit for you. So keep it moving. It's such a cliche, but there's a lot of other good ones out there. And it's just a matter of aligning yourself, because just don't waste time on the wrong people. Lord knows I've done that.
Work out. Don't let yourself go to shit. Work out. Get it out.
You'll
end up crying
going.
in the stretch. You'll cry in the post stretch, but you'll feel so damn good. Better than you do. It sucks. You'll get through it. Whoa, that was rude. Lynn Perrondo, do you have a favorite Christmas cookie? I do. I love the peanut butter with the Hershey Kisses. Those are so easy. But my mom makes, they're the 7-layer bars, but in our family, we have nicknamed them gag bars, because I think I've talked about this before. They're so sweet, you gag. I know. I'm more on that in our later episode of a woman gagging next to me on the plane. It was great.
This one with I mean, we've got plenty of jumping off points, don't we?
Dashing through the snow
in a 1-horse open sleigh. I would say the no-bake cookies. You ever had those? They look like they're a bunch of oats and chocolate, and they're melted, and you don't bake them in the oven. They just dry. They harden. It's like fudge and oats. It's so good. I also how about the snowballs? I used to be really into those. The ones with like almonds in them. Okay, I'll make you some. I won't make you some. Kathy will send me the recipe. I'll fuck it up.
Cutie.
I'll try. And then the last one is probably, I just like the classic cutout ones, and you decorate them.
Yeah.
I think those are fun. But anyways, if you guys have some fun recipes, send them our way. And as always,
please do.
Send in all and any questions. We get them. We love them. And we appreciate you. Plenty more on breaking up with people and gagging from eating on the full-length episode. Bye.
La, 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 la. Calm Down with Erin and Charissa is a production of iHeartRadio.
For more podcasts from iHeartRadio, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.